Oh, hey guys, it's Dakota. Today, we are doing some mouth playing and a little bit of an explanation, even though I know half y'all aren't gonna take care, but some of you guys are going to, of why I haven't been posting, because you guys know I've always been a very pretty consistent poster. First of all my social media as well as my Patreon are in the description below. Second of all, my Blue Yeti is broken. I didn't use it for like a week-ish, and it was working earlier, and then it stopped. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it tonight, but I've been trying to figure it out for like the past hour, and it's not working. So we have the BigPimpin today, and my task cam was bugging out. So we're not using the task cam either. I'm having a great time. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. The reason that I have not been posting, I know I don't know anybody an explanation. You guys are the best about that, where you're like, girl, take your time, you don't need to explain anything to us, but I know that it makes me feel better talking about it with you guys. I already explained it all on my Patreon. Anyways, within the past week and a half, I have had 2 pets die. I'm sorry if it's a sensitive topic for anybody. I'm sure it is. They weren't like, it wasn't like an incident where they were related. One of them was a dog, one of my childhood dogs at my mom's house. So I don't live with her. And the other one was my rabbit, who I did live with. 2 totally separate things. They just happened to land on within the same week and a half of each other. When we went to put my dog down, my boyfriend got me flowers, because I was sad, obviously. He wanted to do something nice. And the flowers weren't even dead yet by the time my rabbit had to be put down. Sorry, this is like sad, like a sad thing to ramble about, but I guess it's like, I don't know, I can share how I'm feeling with you guys. Grief is something that I've never really experienced in life. There was a death a long time ago when I was in like 4th grade of like a family's friend's kid who babysat us every once in a while, and I was sad in 4th grade, but other than that, I have not experienced any loss. I'm still sad about that, obviously, like that's a sad thing. But I have divorced parents, which means I have basically 4 sets of grandparents. I have my dad's parents, and then my mom's parents, and then my stepdad's parents, and then my stepmom's parents, and all of my grandparents are still alive, which is so great. I love that. Grandparents don't really count. I never really knew any of my grandparents well. And then I have never had any other pets pass that I had. There were some pets that I had, but like having divorced parents, I only saw them like kind of rarely. If really much at all. So there were pets that have passed that like I never really knew or got close to. So my dog passing about a week and a half was like my first like loss for real. And then my rabbit right after, he wasn't doing very well. My rabbit decent chance he could bounce back. And then there was a really quick decline one day where walking just was significantly harder for him, and then like by the end of the day he didn't really, or by the end of like the next day he didn't really even try to walk anymore, which is a really sad thing. I understand if nobody wants to watch this video, but it makes me feel better to talk about it, because you guys are like kind of my family. Anyways, I wanted to take him to the vet that night, but we weren't able to, so we had to go the next morning. So yeah, it was definitely his time. It was really hard seeing him in the shape that he was in, which made it a lot easier when it actually came time. But obviously it's still very sad. This was his room. There's a hammock in here that we hadn't been able to use in a while because he wasn't using his litter box well, and so it smelled bad in here, and we were trying to solve his litter box problems, all the things. Anyways, he had a litter box in here. He had a bunch of toys, the gross rug, like there were a million reasons why I would never film in here, but now he's not anymore, so you guys will probably see me filming in this room a lot more often because it has the best like daylight, so that's why I'm in here. Yeah. And then my other dog, my dog that passed away, that one was hard too. I don't know, I didn't live with her, and I actually thought that made it almost harder for me, because when I would think about her, her name was Kenneth, when I would think about her, it would hit me like all at once, like it would reprocess a million times all of the terrible things about what comes with like loss, and so it just hit because I wouldn't feel her presence constantly, so when it hit, so I almost thought that made it worse. I was like, damn, like at least when you live with them, like you see it, you see the absence, so it's like always in the front of your brain. But no, when my rabbit died, once again, it was in the front of my brain, but it wasn't any easier. It hit just as hard, but way more often. But yeah. So yeah, being in this room sucks because he's supposed to be in this room. But I have a little bit of a filming setup. I'm gonna be able to use this room. My cats are gonna be able to spend more time in here. I have this window, which is nice. This cord does not stay in here well. I need to buy a new one. But yeah, I don't mean to like keep the topic sad, and this is like such an obvious thing, but like grief is like the hardest thing I've ever been through ever in my life, which makes a lot of sense. Like, why wouldn't it be? But going 20 years of my life experiencing pretty much zero grief, like I didn't know what to expect, and it was so much worse than I thought it was going to be. Like, I knew it was going to be really bad, but it's like, I don't know, it is so much worse than I thought it was going to be, and honestly, I don't know how to get better about it. Because it's like, you feel like kind of helpless, you know? I don't even know if I'm going to post this video. I don't know. I don't mean to like cry on the internet. I just, you know, you love your pets so much. And I like to talk about them. I like to share them with the world. scared to talk about my feelings or be vulnerable or cry or anything. That's never something that I've like seen as like frowned upon in my life. But it's weird. I don't even have like a destination with like what I want to talk about. Anyways, that's why I was gone. Was because at first it was like it'll be sad, but like I'll still be able to like film and stuff. And then that just wasn't the case. So I took a little bit of intentional time off, and I can't promise I'm gonna be super consistent for the next like week-ish. But I would like to, I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to break the seal, if that makes sense, and just film a video and put it out, because I knew the more I put it off, I don't know, I knew I had to do it at some point. I also was planning to do mouth sounds or something. I figured I would kind of touch on why I wasn't like where I went. I figured I'd touch on it in the beginning and then film a normal video, but I think that filming this video talking about it is actually going to be a lot more helpful for me than kind of somewhat ignoring it. I don't know. Going through the grief within a week and a half of each other was really hard. So I think it hit me. I don't know. I still felt it from the first one when the second one happened. So, and the second one kind of came out of nowhere. Like, we knew that he might have declined and then passed because he was an old rabbit, or pretty old. But we did not expect it to happen when it did. We thought he would get worse and slower, like at a slower pace. And then we would like have known for a while that it was gonna happen. But there was still like a good part of me that thought he could have gotten better. And then like his like not doing great to like genuinely is doing terrible, that happened very fast. My dog, it was a it was a slow decline. We knew there was a problem for a while and we were expecting it for a while, but that one sucked a lot, specifically because it was from probably a brain thing and not like just age. I have 3 dogs between both of my parents' house, and she was the youngest out of the 3, and so I was mentally preparing for years for the other ones. But then it was her. Like that was a really strange thing. I don't know if you have any tips for how to I guess heal from it, or not even heal, but like just feel better at all. Let me know, or if time truly is the only way to make it better, then tell me that too, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. This video was it was really unorganized, and honestly, I did not plan on it being what it was. I thought it was going to be little talk and then mouth sounds. I'm so sorry. My brain is just everywhere. I don't even know if I want to post this video, but I feel like people always like appreciate it. Okay. I would love to have a video out for you guys tomorrow. That is the plan. If I don't, I'm very sorry. Comment down below what you would want. But it'll probably be mouth sounds just because it's been like a week and you guys like mouth sounds. So, okay. That's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully I have my mic fixed by tomorrow.